Yes, tuners, welcome back. It's your boy as 8585 bringing you a Ferrari F12 tuning setup. This time it's in S-Class. Okay, the LaFerrari tune went down an absolute treat. Thank you for the support on that. Big collision caused by that A4 Avante. I think that's what the car is. He was a bit crazy, shall we say, so I decided to sneak up his inside there, and I was tempted to go for the overtake around the outside, but he did well to shut the door, and I was panicking a bit by that A4. I thought he was going to sideswipe me as I usually get. So I've managed to sneak away straight up the inside. That leads me on to the tune. The tune is fantastic on the brakes. Okay, this tune is brilliant on the brakes. In the corners, not so well, solely because it's only got 6.1 or 6.2 handling. And in the S-Class, anything below 6.5 is quite low, but it makes up for it on the straight and on the brakes. The brakes are brilliant. It says it's a 6.1 braking, but it's definitely 6.7 in my eyes. It's brilliant on the brakes, as you've just seen me there. Very late on the brakes, underneath the Lamborghini Aventador, I think it is, and now on the way. In first place, finally, we're on a bit of a different track. Change up scenario. I'm actually on Brands Hatch, the GP circuit. Finally got into first place. Let's knuckle down and see what I can do. Whilst I do that, that's playing out there, I'm going to talk about the tune. I've told you briefly how good the tune is. I've done quite a few races with this little tune, and I think it's very easy to use. Very easy to use. It's very good on the brakes. It doesn't mind curbs. Usually cars get really upset by that curb there. That was a bit of a tester just to see how it copes with, these really bumpy curbs. I don't think it did too badly, in all honesty. I don't think it did too bad. And it can do better, but that would jeopardise 70% of the lap just because you'd have to alter the springs and the bumps, and I don't want to do that. So I think what I've managed to do here is make a very, very stable tune for you guys, which makes it a lot easier for you to use this car competitively, because it was a bit oversteery. It did like to tend to, the back end didn't tend to want to grip when you were going into corners and coming out, but I've managed to suss that out, find out what the issue was, and make a good stable tune going in, middle and coming out of corners. Like I say, again, this is for me, this is my preference. I think this is fantastic. It just lacks that bit of oversteer into the corners that I like, but you can really point the nose of this car into the corner to find out where you want to be, hit that apex and fire it out with the amount of grip it's got from them very, very wide wheels, which you'll find very soon later on in the video. But as you can see there, full throttle coming out of corners. Most Ferraris, other than the F40 and the F50, don't like it coming around there. They tend to slide out and step out, and it's very difficult to get the power down. But like I say, I've managed to suss it out on this little F12. Paint job, I don't know who did the paint job. It's just a random paint job I found, but I like paint jobs that are very subtle, very sort of all one colour, or with a bit of flair to it. This has got like a red front grille, and I just think it looks really mean. I think it looks really mean with the F12, the way it looks and things like that. So, like I say, if you need anything tuning, or if you want anything tuned, whether it's a drift, a drive, or a circuit car, which is what I predominantly do, leave it in the comment section down below. Just say, as it, I want this car tuning. You know what? I'll do it. I'll do it. So I was lower today. I was looking at the career mode ones, and the files are corrupted. So that's good news. So there might be a bit of a delay on that one, or I might just sack it off completely, because I think there's only a few that want it. The majority want to see online hoppers, because the majority do the online hoppers now, so really annoyed, because I did spend a lot of time on them videos, but it is one of them, it swings in roundabouts. You win some, you lose some. So as you can see, I'm very, very consistent with my laps. I'm hitting the same apex time and time again, and I'm within a tenth of pretty much most laps on this in this race, you see. And I think that's what's key about its consistency wins races. You can be fast on one or two corners, but if you're not fast around all the corners, you ain't going to win the race. And I think this is what I excel at. I'm very consistent. I can do the same lap over and over and over again. There's these people who are top of the leaderboard and things like that, you find them in a race, they can't overtake, they can't do anything, you know. They just set that one good little lap time in and that's it, game over. You struggle to catch them, but you know, like I say, you win some, you lose some. I'm loving this at the minute, absolutely loving it. Forza Horizon's just around the corner now, can't wait for that to be delivered to my doorstep. First thing I'm going to do is get on that and find out what the crack is, see what are good, see what are bad cars, and before you guys have even got, some of you guys have even got it, tell you what the best cars to start with, what's the best thing to do with it, etc, etc, to make you competitive and the career mode a lot easier from the get-go. But we're coming around the final couple of corners now, boys and girls. I'm going to do what I usually do now. It's been your boy as at 8585. Like I say, if you've got any recommendations or any cars that you want tuning, hit me up, let me know, send me a message on Xbox as a space 85 space 85, Twitter as a C2, whichever. Comment section down below, fire away, boys and girls. Other than that, stay tuned for more. Peace out.